How are you doing? Recently, I found one interesting YouTube video recommended on home screen of YouTube, and the horrible scene that so many homeless people and dopers are wandering around the city like a zombie in North Philadelphia, which is a part of Pennsylvania in the United States. That scene was really shocking. And I also found the same scenario around the street in North Philadelphia on the street view of Google Map. And there are huge amount of garbage scattered around the street where dopers and homeless people are wandering around. I surely understand how bad smell comes from everywhere around the streets, although I'm not there. So, according to news media, Philadelphia is one of the poorest major cities in the United States. And in North Philadelphia, the amount of income that 40% of people in the city earn falls below the poverty line in the United States. So it is said that people's lifespan in the part of region of North Philadelphia is 20 years shorter than the people who were raised in wealthy part of region in the United States. So it is really sad. I'm not really sure if this is because of political reasons or political problems. But one thing I thought about when I watched this misery situation in Philadelphia on YouTube video is like it is quite difficult for us to save and help these people out of this situation, or it is almost beyond help. It's not really a simple problem. It's not really a simple thing that only good people can encourage them to revive back from this serious misery situation. There are undoubtedly inhabitants in the undermost layer of a society in the United States, and as long as I witness this misery situation on YouTube, they form a society like a bird of a feather flock together, and I feel and a feeling of despair I can feel from people around the street apparently deprives them of positive hope and makes them feel like giving everything up. So if you experience that you plan the depth in your life, you may understand how difficult it is to switch a feeling of despair and a feeling of hopelessness into a feeling of positive hope, to bring yourself up from the pit by believing in yourself that you can revive back from this situation. So people who plan the depth need to take huge energy and focus to keep having positive constructive thoughts until they get to revive back from the bad situation. So, success story like homeless man brilliantly brought himself back from the hell to a successful social status is extremely rare case. To make matter worse, they formed a stable community in the slum where they can cry on each other's shoulder to justify their existence and justify their behaviors with a sense of victimization against the government. So their awareness strongly belongs to the community where there are so many people with the same circumstance. Although they don't hope for this situation, it seems to me they feel comfortable in this situation. So this is a problem. Of course, the factor that the government led the city to the misery situation where people can't get any jobs, even though they want to get out of this situation, is the biggest problem in the city. So, originally, the government should have taken the measure against the poverty and employment before it became too late like this. Because people with mental status that still maintains a self-discipline that makes them feel like having to do something about it still remain in power to get back and revive back from the bad situation. But if people let go of this kind of feeling from their mind, their energy drops down dramatically and they end up abandoning taking care of themselves. So I believe it is a part of burnout. So they don't give it they don't even give a shit about anything they do. So once they fall into drugs, it is perfectly beyond help, even if a good people reach out to them. it is really cruel. So they have to realize laziness by themselves with positive feeling to come back again, no matter how terrible situation they are in. So only the thing we can do is to watch over them tentatively and wait until they hope to change something for themselves from this situation. So I think it is a really difficult problem. So originally, I think they have no time left to cry out if they really want to uh, improve something from this situation. So if I fall into this misery situation, I have no confidence to bring myself out from the pit.